Right. So find your comfortable seat, front edge of your chair, central pillar, central upright. Once that is intact, then we've earned the ability to soften, relax, release everything without the body slouching or slumping. So if the posture isn't in place, if we're here and then we relax, well, we just kind of crumple further into this bad posture. But when we've aligned everything, it's a small adjustment at a lot of different spots. Then when we relax, the opposite happens. We sort of float a little bit. There's an uprising quality and a downward settling quality. And that leaves us in this Tai Chi state that over time and with different exercises and joint mechanics and whatnot, and then movement, we learn how to stay in that relaxed, comfortable, stable, but mobile state and function. So it's the loss of that state that is where function slowly narrows and narrows and everything gets jammed together. And then life becomes less enjoyable, less comfortable. So that's our effort. That's the goal. And it's something that you can make changes to today that's going to feel good. But there's also a cumulative effect that requires a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years of regular attendance to see those results. So that's why this class is here to support that effort, the daily. That's why it's recorded for you and you can utilize it. So we've got that upright structure. We've got the soft and supple relaxed. We feel the downward settling and that liberated float. Breathing. In the nose, out the mouth, or in and out through the nose, but make sure it's nostrils. Again, notice, hopefully, some layer of change has already started, right? Some aspect of the brain and body shifting because we're not doing other things. We're here in our body. We're here with the breath. We're considering these ideas of Zhong Zheng, central upright, Song, soft and long and loose, Chunwan, settling down, heavy underneath, Qingling, what's left is light and nimble and agile. So already that should cause sort of instant change in a positive direction, immediate change. But then we've got another layer that we got to get at, so that's where we do our Shenfa, our body mechanism methods. Slide hands, elbows, shoulder blades back, chest and chin up, arching, and then rounding. And do about 4 or 5 of these. Make the most out of each one. As you get better, you do fewer number of reps to get more effect. Because you're getting more out of it. You're really getting all the meat on the bone. You're not leaving anything behind. You're not skipping over some area that, again, when you first begin practice, you're not even aware that that area can move or that there is any barnacles stuck on that spot. We're not even aware. But after a week, a month, a year, multiple years of practice, you should be deepening your awareness of your vehicle so that you feel places that perhaps you never felt before. And then you can do something about it. You can feel it, sense it, see it. You can do something. You're not even aware of it. What could you do? And then just settle to neutral, right into your twists. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Same idea, you're not in a rush. Not trying to get a number of reps done, but rather get this quality of thoroughness, this increase of awareness. Couple more. Back to middle. Side leaning. Remember this wrist that's floating up, and this wrist that's softening long. Get a distinct separation from Marjan. That right wrist of yours is stuck down here. Up. If you can't. If your shoulder can't, totally get it. But I just want to make sure you're aware that you're stopping somewhere here. And a lot of times that's because it's too far back. The wrist should be in front and it floats up. And middle. Shoulder blades, we slide them forward and up, back and down. Five points. Protract, elevate while protracted, retract while elevated, depress while retracted, neutral. Forward, up, back, down, neutral. Switch directions. We go back, up, forward, down, neutral, back, up. An important part of this exercise is the thoracic section of the body. When the shoulder blades are back, this has to lift. When the shoulder blades spread apart, this has to hollow, right? And then it's neutral. Back, up, this hollow, and then neutral. Because again, I could kind of do this and never move my chest and upper back, but then I'm not really doing it. It's this, again, it's like a sea creature. It's this movement. And neutral. Feet closer together, knees together. Fold forward at the hips. Go backs of hands touch. Forward, sweep out. Around and in. Neutral. Forward. Down. Round. In. Neutral. Forward. So, Mark, notice these first few look like you came all the way up here. The first one is here. Very clearly down low. And then we've got that elongation, fang song. Now we come up chest level, go out, down, neutral. And then it's full range. After we've broken up those initial layers, we go all the way. And neutral. Now we go back, out, but stay low. In, neutral. Fang song, softening into length, keeping that length. In, keeping that length. Length. And that gives us the octopus feeling. And then we go soften into length and lift. And that's actually what makes lifting the arms, Tai Chi, easy, as opposed to tightening to lift. We're lengthening, lengthening. And then we're going that same lengthening, use it to do the full range. Lengthen, sweep, all the way up, over top, hands together, way out in front, down, loose. Neutral. Scoot a little bit back on your chair, very stable. Let's go right knee lift. Gently grab a hold, pull the knee up and in, flex the foot, extend, load, down. Other leg, load, extend, load, down. Use the hands to finish that loading range. Find that full range there. One more. So the hands help us break through blockages, and then try a few no hands so you just see how far to the full range can you get just with your brain. Load, push. Yeah, a couple more. Last one each leg. Down. Foot and ankle range of motion. Extend, point and flex. Invert, evert, tilt. Circles. Reverse circle. Down. Switch. Point and flex. Tilt in and out. circle, reverse circle. And down. Scoot forward to the front edge of your chair again. Sit up nice and tall. I got a phone call coming. Sorry, the video disappeared. All right, there you are. Now we're at the front edge of the chair. Step wider apart than hip distance. Lift your toes way up. Put the toes down, lift your heels way up. Heels down, lift your toes way up. Heels way up. Toes. Heel. Toes. Heels. Now, next time you lift your toes, turn on the heels, toes and knees turn in, internal rotation, and then lift your toes, toes and knees turn out. We'll do that a few times. Internal, external. In, external. Internal, external. Internal, and external, and neutral. Now lift the heels a little bit. Heels in, knees out, external. Heels out, knees in, internal. External, internal. Out, in, out. And neutral. Sit up tall. Now hang your arms loose. Fold at the elbows. Let's float the elbows out and up. That's very thorough internal rotation. And then down and external rotation. Touch the elbows together. Down, out, and up. That's internal rotation. External. We're flossing out the stagnation that accumulates in the shapes we don't make, in the mechanics we don't put through their paces. Elbows straight back, pull, then elbows down, forward, up, forward, down, back, down, forward, up, forward, down, back. Two more. Elbows out to the side. Left high, right low, wrap. Elbows out to the side. Switch. Wrap. Side. Wrap. Side. Wrap. Side. Wrap. Side. Elbows down, palms face up. Turn those palms at the forearms. And palms up. Hands out while elbows stay close to the body. External open unfolding. Neutral. And then elbows way out and around, internally rotating. Hollow the front. Broaden your back. All right, this whole change up through the torso. So it's not just the arms. The arms kind of induce the opportunity to find these changes. Opening, unfolding, closing, fold. Opening, unfold. Open, unfold. Now stay here. Step your feet wide. Left hand way up over top and down. And back. Right arm up and over. Back. Putting up that middle back of the body, the Mingmen, the gate of life, the middle pivot, place that gets frozen stuck, and then everything connected to it is also hindered. And up and over. Now, legs and arms back to neutral. Wrists. So remember, level 1 wrists is just open hands, but level 2 is where we start to add, as you bend the wrists, you gather the fingers and release the fingers and gather, release. Find all those little nooks and crannies in the hand bones. Reverse. And spread, gather, spread, gather, spread. Claw to a fist. So Marjan, fist, fist, yeah, fist. And then it's bird beak. And loose. Hands on legs, sit up tall, hip hinge, folding. Turn your fingers in, your elbows out and around. And then sit up tall and lean back from the hips. And sit up tall and fold forward. Sit up tall and lean back. Forward. Back. And wide stance. The dragon takes a bow. Forward. Back. Back. Dragon stirs the sea. Tip, bow, turn those hands, fingers in, elbows out, sweep across from right to left. Stay left as you go back and around. Stay right as you fold. Drop in and through. Stay left as you go back and around. All the way through. Reverse. And neutral. Feet hip distance. Arms hanging. Wing. Turn palms up, reach right arm higher, and then left arm higher, right arm higher, higher. in. Both arms up. Wings. Relax. Hands on thighs, head and neck. Chin down, neck down. Neck back, head back. Head down, neck down. Neck back, head back. Neck down, head down. Neck back, head back. One more. And then settle at neutral. Turn to the right. Back to the middle and turn to the left. Turn to the right. Turn. A few more. Middle. Side. Middle and other side. Middle and side. Side. Couple more. Middle. Circle. Go right, back, left, forward, around, right, back, left, forward, around. So we're making circles here. Last three at whatever your maximum size. As you finish that last one around, just hang your head right in front. Float your head all the way up above, and then the other way. A little tip left and back, right and forward. Circle. Circle. Slightly larger with each circle as things loosen up. Last few. Last one. You'll come all the way around and just hang your head right in front, loose, and then float the head straight up. Take a moment, let everything just settle through the body. Hang your arms and wing roll full. Settle so the mind rests in the belly. The chi remembers this is the energetic center, and it's also our structural pivot center as well, our mechanical center. Hang your arms loose. Slide your loose legs back. Fold at the hips. Pour the weight out of the chair and just smooth as butter. Just stand up. And smooth as butter, sit down. Fold, sink down. Couple more, just as loose as you can. Those of you getting more and more comfortable with this, you know you can add a little suddenness. But make sure when you add that, you don't start grabbing onto your structure. Stay loose. So it's water, it's fluid, and the weight will not come up with you, making you less stable, right? Down, right? You can move fast. Up, you can move fast. Loose. Now, don't sit in the chair, full sink and rise. Same idea. As you get better at this, you can just be relaxed and sink down and rise up, sink down. So it's like you're removing the internal conflict and fight by being in such a relaxed state, and then there's nothing impeding the movement. So that's the goal in all directions with every mechanic. And the problem is the human body doesn't just do this. The human body does so many different interesting maneuvers that we have to explore all of them, right? So now we're standing, sinking chi, washing organs. So the first move, rocking into your toes, floating the hands forward but not up, rocking to your heels, the relaxed arms float back. So this not too tight, not too loose, right? So that we're super loose, but yet we're in total control. We're in total control, but we're not grabbing the body. So at first it feels like a relinquishing of control, but then you train yourself to be able to do everything in that mode. Now, stay a little bit in the heels. Fang Song, soften the arms out, then up. Palms are facing forward, so the arms have externally rotated a little bit. Palms facing forward. And then tip to your toes, and as you sweep your arms, continue turning so your palms face up. So that's an external rotation spiral. Then rock to the heels, soft elbows, so you just fold and bring the arm mechanism in and back as if coming in the mouth. So see, my fingers are near the mouth. They pass the mouth and trace the central channel of the body, this guiding of the chi of the body to the pool right here, to the reservoir. And then hips back. Importantly, elbows somewhat forward. So this hollow that I've been talking about today, again, I'm sort of exaggerating it, but sort of not. And as you sink, this hollow front creates a sort of bowing of the back, right? You see how my back is round, but it's not collapsed. And then rise up. So they use the term bow like an archer's bow when you pull on it, and it has that shape. That's a powerful shape for that bow. That's where the power is when you release the arrow. So that's kind of what we're doing with our back here. So now again, rock back open and lift. Palms facing forward. You rock forward, sweep around, palms face up. So you've finished external rotation. Rock back, this folding in of the elbows. Look where the hands go, Mark. Back, in, settle to the middle of your feet, hands settle to the belly. There's this pooling. And then as the hips go back, the elbows float forward, the hollowing of the front, bowing of the back, and then as you sit the tail, right? See, I'm sitting the tail, creating this sort of bow-like tension, and then rise back up. So that's something our back loves, needs, requires for its health, is this round shape and then returning to this vertical. Let's do it 3 more times. Rock back, open, lift. Rock forward, sweep around, palms face up. Rock back. Remember where the hands go. Remember where they go. In as if in the mouth, past the mouth. Settle to the middle, pooling. And then hollow the front space so that you can just sink into this almost like a standing fetal position. And then we rise up and let the body have its integrity. Let's just do one more. Ra, ra, ra. Settle. Hollow and sink. Rise to standing. Wing, roll, settle to the belly, pooling right in the belly. Hands cross and come down. Now shift all your weight to your right leg. Slide your left foot in close to your right foot. Straighten your legs and hands on your thighs like I just did. Right? Standing at attention. Now sink down through your right leg. As you do that, arms begin floating. Step your empty left foot out. Shift to 50-50 in the legs and settle the hands to this little gunslinger position. And then close it, shift to your right leg again, slide your left foot in empty, and then as you straighten up into both legs, hands come onto your thighs. This is called standing at attention. To distinguish it from sink down through your right leg, float the arms, stepping out, shift to 50-50, settle. You're storing, you're loading, spring loading the body. And then let's close, shift, step in, standing at attention. One more. Sink, step, ready. Close to the left, shift, step, straight. Sink down through the left, arms float a little bit, step, shift, settle into that ready position. Close, shift, step, standing at attention. Again, sink through the left, arms float, and we're ready. Now, pung, rise. Let the fluid movement get all the way to the fingertips. Now we're stored, ready to issue on, down. Arms go a little behind you. Again, we're stored to go pung. And now we're stored to go on. Stored to go pung. Rise. Stored to go on. Now scoop the hands. We're stored to go pung. And we're stored to go on. Crane opening its wings. Stored to go pung. And release, stored, issue. Release, stored, issue. Right? Notice it's so much more than just what the arms are doing. It's the legs and the torso and all the energy of the body. Now, the sink cheetah belly maneuver. Wing, roll, turn palms up, fold. Now we're stored to go on, down. Stored to go pung. Roll, fold. Stored to go on, down. Release, store, issue. Release, store, issue. Now, pause here. Backs of hands touch. We're stored to issue, coming up and out. And then it's sort of release, store, then we're ready to issue. Down. Release and store. Issue, punging is up, out. And then stored to go on. Pung. Embracing the moon. Wing. Now right hand roll full, left hand coming under and settling, consolidate. And then rising, up and out, other one up and over and under, and one more. and down. Scoop and bring the hands up, draw the elbows back, turn palms, push. Full extend, and then draw. Push. Draw. G, forward expression. Lu, this guiding back. G, forward. Lu, back. Now, left hand turns palm forward. G, one side push, one side draw, turning the body. Then reorient the palms and left hand draw, right hand push. Let it turn the body. Right hand turn to face the body, left hand face forward. Draw and push. And draw and push. And draw and push. And finding that middle pivot down in the two groin area, the two hips, the low back, and the belly. Both hands back and down. From that middle pivot area, shift more to the right leg, turn a little bit, and float those hands over to the right. Shift, turn, Russian sweep. Release, turn the hands, we're stored, and then we're ready to issue. Russian sweep. Release, store, issue. Release, store, issue. Bear swirls the string. Turn the left hand, the right hand casts forward, right? Away from the body, but not up. So we're staying down, around. Brush knee and swirl the string. The bear swats the low jumping fish. So brush knee, hand comes across around belly level. Chest level, middle jumping fish. Mark, look at this palm. Standing palm. So then it has to turn over and come down. And then it's ready for brush knee. This one has to be standing palm. Higher jumping fish. And not by bending the hand, but by softening longer through the whole arm. Remember, you're staying grounded by being loose and relaxed, so the heaviness goes where heaviness goes. And then we're using that Xing Ling, that light quality, that unclenched quality to move. And then as you do it, I'm sure you're feeling, hearing, sensing those barnacles that are getting cleaned off. Have the idea that those barnacles were holding something that needs to drain out the body. So round after round, let's go for the full reach to the sky. Down. So every time we clean off and polish out a little stuck spot, it helps us actually be more grounded while at the same time more capable, mobile, functional, movable, adaptable. This is process. Now stay in your left leg, left arm wing, roll, fold, right hand dipped in the water, we're ready to go. Shift and turn, brush knee and push. Now full extend to the left arm. Right arm wing, roll, fold as left hand dips in the water, and then shift and turn. What you'll see here too, I'll just show you, is that at first, you see my legs are pretty close together. I'm still creating weight change. I've still got softness. But little by little, the feet can, right? I have this empty foot, and I might scoot it a little wider because it feels good to my hips and my back. And also, I might even have my feet turned out a little bit. The key there is that when I turn, I don't collapse like this. So you have to, if you want to start adding that bit to get this quad open, turn and make sure you don't let that knee fall in. So this is sort of a little more advanced bit of this beginner. So it's all beginner Tai Chi, but it's stages of development inside of it. Right? So from there, it might even go to there, right? You see how I'm, more here, less there, open, my knees are still happy, full extend, shift, turn, brush and push, right? So within every one of these beginner, repetitive Tai Chi easy exercises is levels of mechanical challenge. Now, we're going to go for that golden rooster. So, put all the weight in your right leg, left foot a little behind you, toes turned out, shift 100% into that leg, 0 in your right, touch the toe out. Key bits here are not locked, not in the hip to the side, not stuck back in the hip and lower back. So this here, this quality right there. And right elbow bend, left fingertips touch the ground. Now, as you bring your right foot back with no body weight, turn right palm forward, left palm in. Change all the way to your right leg, right hand on its way down, left elbow bending, left foot empty, touch the floor, left foot. Bring the left foot back, turn left palm forward, right palm in, shift, change. Simultaneous, as foot comes back, turn right palm forward, left palm in, then change. One more. Foot comes back, palms reorient, and then shift, and they change. Now, staying on this side, empty right foot, your choice of challenge. Either just a little bit of a lift, more, possibly all the way, touch. So work on correct mechanics, crown up, body relaxed, loose as you can be. Commit to one leg. And then change. Foot back, palms reorient. Sit through the other leg. Find the challenge level that suits you. Right? Low, middle, possibly full lift. And then we're changing each time. So as the foot comes down, reorient your palms. Change the weight. The hands changing. That empty foot leg lifts to whatever its challenge level is. Put that foot down with no body weight. Turn those palms and then change. Foot down. Change. Foot down. Change. So now whatever level of challenge you could do there, consider keeping that challenge or stepping it down a level as we practice the backwards movement with Golden Rooster. So this is, again, just a way of taking our beginning Tai Chi and making it intermediate beginning or intermediate, that kind of idea. So you're going to take a few steps forward, safely forward, right? Now, we're just going to do the footwork here. So here we are forward. The feet are slightly turned out. Put 100% in one leg. So just the legs here. So you got your chair behind you. Be aware that you got some space between you and the chair. So you walked forward so that you had a little gap. Now touch your toe in front. So level 1 here, the toe is touching. Now you keep this foot empty, and instead of stepping here, you just step behind a little bit. Now shift 100% of that weight. So that's when you retreat. Now you established yourself there, and then touch the toe, right? And instead of bringing it next to it, you bring it a little bit behind. And then shift. Golden rooster. Touch the toe. And then again, instead of just next to you, bring it behind. Shift. Touch the toe. So, and you could do, if that felt scary, you could first bring it next to you, recalibrate, and then step a little bit behind. Change. Touch the toe. Then and toe. So let's walk forward safely. Get yourself some room. Now, golden rooster. Put the weight down through your right leg. Left toes touch. Bend left elbow, right hand in position. Now, bringing that empty left foot back and a little behind, turn left palm forward, right palm in. Now, retreating, the left hand going down, right hand coming up, and now you're on the toe. Now that your right foot should be empty. Bring that right foot back and slightly behind you. Turn your right palm forward, left palm in, shift. The hands change while you shift. The front foot now empty, touch the toe. Bring that front foot back. As it's going back, turn left palm forward, right palm in. And then as you shift, the hands are changing, tippy toe. Bring the foot back, turn right palm forward, left palm in, and then shift, touch. Walk forward. Now stay with that variation or go to another challenge level, but again, safety is paramount. So falling, not great. So don't do that. So either do exactly what we just did, or I'll just show the other variation. So now you're sitting through your left leg, right foot is empty on the toe, left hand down, right elbow bent. So do it with me. Or so here you could have a lift, right? And then you could lift and touch the toe down first, then go touch back, right? So you have multiple touch points. Or if you're feeling balanced, you could step right back behind you. So, but either way, notice I don't put any weight in it until it's on the ground. My weight is still here. My middle is still connected to the ground here. Then shift, hands are changing. You go to the toe, and then you would lift whichever version that you want. So then as you step this left foot behind you, again, here's the supported version where you keep touching the floor. You reorient your palms, and then you're shifting, going to your challenge. Turning those palms as you're stepping behind, no body weight, and then shifting. Golden rooster. Stepping behind as you reorient your palms, shift. Do that one more time. Golden rooster. Stepping back with the reorient of the palms, shift. So the teacup on your head is balanced because there's no falling. You're not falling into a foot. You're changing the weight underground. So the weight's underground. It's still underground through the same leg, and now you're just changing underground so that this leg is free. So you're never uprooting yourself. Change. Change. heels, open, lift. Rock to your toes, sweep around, palms face up. Rock to your heels, this folding in past the mouth. Trace the central channel as you settle to the middle. Then hips back, elbows forward, hollow the front, open the back. Sink. And then rock. 2 more. Rock back, open and lift. Rock forward, sweep it. Rock back, bring in. Settling to the middle. Hollow. And back up. Last one. Wing, roll, fold. Settle everything to that middle. Seal, one hand over the belly, other hand over that hand. That hand position that closes, grab, hold, makes that little yin-yang looking symbol. So you can just seal. Thank you, everybody. Alrighty, any questions, comments?
Thank you.
Good to see you, Sue. Great job.